All right. So, I just want to make a few things clear before we keep going. Because I realized, earlier I mentioned context clues last time, I guess, it was the last class. Didn't work out very well. I think it's because the camera was terrible. I know, you didn't know, but I've been recording you this whole time. It's all right. Everybody be cool. I'm the only one's going to watch it. But context clues are really important, period. Just in day-to-day life, right? Because sometimes you meet someone who talks differently than you do, and they'll use words you don't understand, or use a word you do understand in a different context. Context, I just realized, is a word you may not understand. You know what a context clue is? Does everybody know what context clues are? Don't ever jump at once. Just let me know whether or not you know what a context clue is. You can nod, or you could say no, or you could subtly whisper to your neighbor that you don't know. So what does context mean? Anybody?
Could you tell us?
Could you tell me if you know what it means? You don't know what context means? All right, that's fine. So, what context means is situation, right? So, for example, in the context of the classroom, right, I'm the teacher, right? It doesn't necessarily mean I'm more powerful or better than you at everything. It just happens to be that way. But in the context of the classroom, I'm your teacher, right? In the context of us being on the bus, I am a traveler, right? Does that make sense? So, in this context, I'm a teacher right now. A context clue is something that clues you in to the meaning of something by the context, right? So let's say if you didn't know what I was supposed to be right now, you didn't know I'm supposed to be teacher, right? But what you do know is I'm doing teaching in a classroom, right? Those clues will clue you in that in this context, it's very likely that I'm the teacher. Get it? Seems relatively straightforward. Right here is where I would have y'all be able to talk more about different contexts of different things. But that's not necessarily important right now, because I only have a certain amount of time. So, what we're going to do is think about, who here knows some jokes? Who has heard a joke before? Who has laughed? Let's start small. All right, everybody has laughed. It's a unanimous, okay. Who here has told a joke before? Slower hands, but oh, that's okay. One day, I'm gonna work with you after class, maybe. Next class, we'll work on jokes. So everybody here has told a joke. Everyone here has laughed at a joke, not just at a person, like you laughed at something someone set up for you to laugh, right? One of the things really common in jokes, and this is why there's another reason why this is important, right? Socially, context clues are really, really relevant, right? A joke would be if someone used a context clue, right, to work with your expectations and twisted it on its head, right? So let's say, I say the sun is hot, right? What do I mean by hot right here? Justin? If I say the sun is hot, what does hot mean right here? What does hot mean in this sense?
Oh,
the sun is hot.
Something you shouldn't touch. Alright, so like, the sun is...
temperature.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of temperature.
Yeah, temperature.
Okay. What about on this side? If I say Jennifer Lopez is really hot.
She's attractive.
I mean, she's attractive. Right. Okay. Y'all jumped at that one. You didn't even no, that's fine. So, right here, it means attractive. Right? You know that because you've heard it used before in that context. Right? It's slang. Right? Someone's used this term. The expectation is about temperature. Right? And they use it enough to talk about someone's looks, someone being attractive. That's the immediate line you go to when you see hot in person. You're like, obviously talking about attractiveness, not that they have a temperature. But if I say Jennifer Lopez is hot, and there's a picture of her with a thermometer in her mouth, right? Thermometer, is that what they call it? Yeah, thermometer in her mouth, right? You'd be like, oh, maybe you won't make me laugh out loud, but I get they're trying to be something funny. You know what I mean? Right? But I gotta make sure I see what they do. I gotta make sure you understand exactly what's going on. I've been working with this computer. It's been fighting with me for a while. And I'll see what happens, okay? But I need y'all to split up Rob and Julissa. I need y'all to split up right there. That way. I know, it's gonna be hard. Matter of fact, I want y'all to be two full teams. I want y'all to stare at this side. Y'all seen Family Feud? This will be nothing like that. You've played Jeopardy before? It'll be a little bit like that. Hopefully a lot like it, depending on what happens with this computer. Okay? What's gonna happen is, I, your humble host, I'm gonna put up some words here, right? Fancy schmancy presentation system, okay? I know. Art has pointed out the word great is spelled incorrectly. That's a play on word. I was trying to work with jokes here. Yeah, you get it. Anyway, so here is a show, right? This is Jeopardy. We got some years going on here, okay? I want y'all to pick somebody to go first, all right? We'll go one by one, each side, okay? Yeah? We're gonna cycle through, so go down this way then, all right? You versus you. To let me know who's gonna go first, you slap your desk. Whoever slaps your desk first, I'm gonna call on you, give me the answer, all right? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. All right, which one you wanna go? Who goes first?
1920s for 300.
1920s for 300.
No, that's 1776.
Oh, you don't want 1776?
Oh, 1920s.
All right. 1920s for 300. I swear, Mikey did it, and he's trying to give me blame for it. I was framed. What does framed mean here?